got a question for you. What does it take to write a book? How about coming up with 3 of them? Well, guess what? The last time our next guest was here, he had already accomplished this achievement.
Yep, 3 of them. But now we're going to do you one better because he has surpassed that number and now has put out 5 children's books, all embracing the themes of positivity and strong faith. With us this afternoon, we're so glad he's here. Al Claycomb, he's in Historic Studio D. He is the children's book author.
Hi.
Thank you so much.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
It's been a while, hasn't it?
You have accomplished a lot since you were here in 2020.
Well, I have. I've been writing. I took a little bit of a break from, the other half of it, the publicity and and the marketing. I still work full time, so but I've been writing. I'm writing another story, and that'll, maybe next year that'll come out.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Another one to
wow.
come.
I really need to get to plugging the ones I have.
Yeah. So you've got them all there.
I do.
Tell us about what books you've written so far.
Well, the very first one I had was the silly name, but cute knows now, the story of Brenda. This was inspired by my daughter who was getting ready to go to college. And starting in about 9th grade, I said, boy, she's going to go to college and leave. And, we were very close and still are. And the book actually sat manuscript form on the bedroom floor for 3 years. And she was getting ready to graduate. And I'm like, I have to, if I don't submit this now, I'm never going to do it. And so I got this. A lot of the emphasis is, and the inspiration was my 2 kids growing up. And then I had a younger daughter still at home that had some health issues. So she was a big inspiration for this.
All right, the other one, second one.
Now, the second one is a continuation of Cute Knows Now, Brenda is Summers. And this is where she gets a little older and Mom and Dad realize that she's coming of age. And they, started realizing, time is slipping away. In no time she's gonna. And there's things in this book that really young parents, I think, would benefit too.
From reading it as well.
Yeah, because there's these milestones. Of course, Maisley's Moon, book about faith.
Yep.
Just awesome book about children having faith in things that they can't see. Like all the other books, it's just, I think it's very, very well written, very wholesome. Kind of books you can give your children.
Yeah.
These times are kind of unsettling, and the kids feel it as much as we try to shelter them from that. Well, Emerald, and this is a great story about a young man who visits his grandparents every year, and then he continues that even after Grandpa passes on, and he has some regrets. I wish I would have made more of an effort maybe to help out Grandpa when he was outside, or just to reach out and get to know him a little bit more, and a little bit of a bond. And because of a unlikely friend, that bond is made, post Grandpa passing on. Anyhow, but
You have Sad Puppy.
I have Sad Puppy. This is my latest. And this book, I'm not really sure what inspired me. It's about pet ownership, but it's kind of like from the dog's point of view. Growing up being the center of attention. Yeah. And then, not to spoil it, but he ends up kind of going outside, relegated to an outside pet, and then something happens, and the title came to me, and I'm like, well, I'm going to use it. It's stuck. But it really is a very inspirational book. It is still for children, like all of these, but I would say, like Summers and this one, maybe more for preteen.
Right. Oh, okay.
Yeah, yes.
Maybe tweens. So where can folks get a hold of your books? How can they?
They are available on Amazon.com. There's 2 places in Dover that they're at. They're at Dawn's Books and Things. She's been gracious enough to sponsor my books. And also there's a Christian Mart bookstore in Smyrna. And she's been gracious enough to these 2. But they're on a lot of .coms, and they're published. 3 of them are published on Amazon, and there's a lot of anxiety and anger and stress right now. Yeah. Good bedtime stories, and I think it's time I get back out there on the beat and start plugging these again.
There you go.
And,
Al Claycomb, thank you so much.
well,
for
thank you
coming
for
in.
having me.
Wonderful talking to you.
Yeah,
Thanks for
wonderful.
having me so much.
DelmarvaLife will be right back.